we're back. Quick update of this week. It is Sunday. Market hasn't opened yet. It's 4:40. So you guys see in the bottom right. As of right here, we have no trades. USD JPY obviously had a huge dump, so we're not looking for those. We're not looking for the trade on that. And then there's prices not at our AOI right here, or right here. I was looking to take this trade. As you see to the left, there's been support, support, support. So most likely this would be support, but there could be a potential chance that it could be a resistance reaction because this is on the daily time from this huge liquidity grab. It's another good sign in our favor, but as you look to the left, it's support, support, support. So it's just straight support the last three tries, but back here is just straight resistance, and then it turned to straight support. So, I mean, it would be a B-grade setup, and this is on our side. It swept these lows, so it could be resistance. I'm not too sure. I'll make the decision. Maybe I might just watch it for tonight for London, and then just don't trade if it's better for my psychology. I'll see, though. And this one, we're not in a pullback. We're at a higher high, so we cannot take the trade. It has to be in a higher low or lower high. So therefore, there's no trade for us for that pair. These pairs are not in our sync. This one had a huge dump off from FOMC news last week. And then this one, this was a forward test. I didn't get in because I don't know why. I think this is when I was in Miami. I didn't take this trade because I wasn't in the market. I left like Thursday during the week, so we had Thursday, Friday, and the market closed Friday, so I wasn't on the charts. But, yeah, obviously, as you guys see right here, why did this reaction happen? Because last reaction had a support. And look right here. I mean, we had a baby support right here. And then that second pullback had that huge move. I think this was part of FOMC too. But yeah, I just feel like it's just more logical if I look to the left and it shows support, and then obviously the next time it happens, it's going to be support. Like exactly what happened right here, support and then support. But this was a a forward test, and I think our lower time frame did happen 2 times. I think it was right over here. Yeah, 10 a.m. So I would have took this trade over here, put my stop loss above these lows. Probably, maybe got swept out. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, our trade appeared 2 times, once here and then once right here, 11 a.m. That's pretty rare engulfing candlestick, 11 a.m., but it did form. That is part of my time frames. It's 9 a.m. through 11 a.m. From 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. and then 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And 11 a.m. is pretty rare. But yeah, this is a forward test, like I said 2,000 times. But yeah. It is currently Sunday, so the market can do whatever it wants, but this is just for my opinions right now. So we might have a trade tonight, but this would be a B-grade setup. So it is London session. It is 1:55 a.m. We're looking for 1 a.m. I don't think it's going to be happening. Maybe 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. engulfing. And as of right here, it is a A-grade setup. Why? Because as we look to the left, our last reaction was a bullish reaction, and we also look to the left again. It's a bullish reaction. So obviously, I'm anticipating price to do the same thing because it is an A-grade setup, or which leads it to an A-grade setup because the last two times price entered into this AOI, we had a support. So obviously, I'm anticipating this price to have the same move. Had a pullback to this AOI, bam, have its move. Get in right here. Boom, bada bing, bada bop, boom, pow. Just like that. We're waiting for our lower time frame confirmation. Our higher time frame is confirmed, so now we're just waiting for that lower time frame confirmation. But I'm completely fine without trading today. If it isn't aligned, then I'm not going to trade. Just simple as that. So I like to see price close strong above this around psychological level. We have 3 minutes left till it closes. Like if it closes, one of my rules is, the round level. Because it looks like it's treating the round level as resistance, acting like it's going to go up and then go back down. And I usually don't trade those, but the higher time frame is, obviously more in my favor. It's an A-grade setup because daily has a pullback into this resistance, and last reaction was support. So, but if price closes like that, I'll be wanting to take this trade, but it's just this round level that is weird. Because I'm kind of buying into it. But it's also a lower time from confirmation. It's not as confirmation as, you know, I would say the higher time frame. This would be the 3 a.m. engulfing as well. Just closed right into it, so price is probably going to reject and sweep out these lows, but maybe not. I'm fine if I made the wrong decision, but I'd just rather not trade because this is just one of my rules I listen to. So let's get off the charts. So it is New York session. The London session, we did not take the trade because it was at a round level. It looks like it's doing the same thing again, so I don't think I'm going to be trading this again. If it closes above those wicks to the left, I will be interested. Watch, it's like right on the dot, and it's just like here I'm sitting in a pickle. If it closes strong above it, then that's going to be good. Just go up, go up, go up, go up. Yes, go up, 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 go up. Go up, go up. Yes. Yes. Go up. 20 seconds. Confidence. Alright. So we did close above it. I'll be buying then. Yeah. Oh yeah. I just bought into the trade. We did close above those wicks, so yeah. Okay, so we did enter into the trade. Just entered, bam. So it's been 7 minutes after the trade. My higher time frame was in sync. You know, obviously it's an A grade setup for the higher time frame because the last reaction was a bullish reaction. Obviously, like I said, the lower time frame, it's just the round level was completely weird, but it closed strongly above it, so yeah, I did follow my rules. Still a nice 9 a.m. engulfing the past 4 candlesticks, which is a pretty good confirmation with this round level. Just the round level, that's all, but other than that, great trade. So I'll update you guys if we do hit stop loss or hit take profit. This is an A+ setup. Alright, just to let you guys know as well, I have a trading journal. Bam, I just wrote my checklist. Boom. We're at a strong area of buy. So we're at a strong area of interest. Boom. We had a daily pullback. Boom. Put my stop loss at the 4-hour liquidity grab. Boom. Is my engulfing in play? Yes. Is my round level in play? Yes. But it was kind of lower profit, as you guys saw. And boom. My emotional checklist. Boom. My feels right now before the trade. Confident, ready. A grade. Lower time frame. Higher time frame. A grade. Higher time frame. Lower time frame. Round level was not the best. Which is true. This is what I was thinking. Did I follow my rules? Yes. Confidence 1 to 5. 5. And then after the trade, I would write my feelings after and what would I do differently. My emotional checklist. So if you guys are not doing that, I don't know what you're doing. What up, guys? Good morning. It is London session. It is almost about to be 4 o'clock, so the 3 a.m. candlestick will be closing soon. Right now, I'm waiting for the engulfing, but I don't think it's going to form. This is my 3rd week for waking up for London session, so I don't see much yet. You know, I was debating, like, oh, should I just go to bed? I hit 2 in the morning, I was so tired, and I was just like, should I just go to bed? You know, it's not going to form, yada, 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 because it was, obviously, you guys see this huge candlestick wick. It was a bearish candle. And I was just like, I'm just going to get off, but I remember last time when I did that, there was a bullish candle, and I completely missed the move because I wasn't willing to be patient, and I just wanted to go back to sleep. I was being lazy. So, I'm not doing that anymore. Lesson learned. 35 seconds. It is Friday morning, and so this closes. Looks like we're not going to trade. Completely fine with it. It would actually be my 2nd trade in this position, and it'll be an A-grade setup because the last reaction was a bullish reaction, so we might have a trade for New York, so we'll see. But obviously, 10 seconds, there's not a bullish candle. Could pop up, though. We're going to wait till it goes to 1, and then we're all done. Yeah, this is the 2nd time think last 2 weeks ago, I had entered into two positions, or one position, and then it came back into an AOI above it, having a pullback into the liquidity zone or area of interest. And I was like, hey, this is another entry opportunity. So I took two trades, and the first one hit take profit. The second time hit my stop loss and then hit TP. So same thing going on here. I entered the first time and then had to pull back to the AOI again. So might be entering into the second time. Yeah, looks like there's no trade for London, so we're getting off. So it's been a while since I did a video like this. I just want to talk about my update so far with my course, because obviously in the last video, if you guys saw, I upload my first course, my first my first business, I'd say, besides content, because I'd say content is business related anyways. So I posted my course. As of right now, I have zero sales, but right now I'm just texting a lot of people on TikTok, because that's where I'm like most active, and obviously on my Instagram too. I'm sending out so basically I'm sending out, just giving out for free, like just giving out testers. Like I would pitch a guy, or not pitch them, but I would just send them, I'm doing the 7-day trial. I'm not charging you anything, blah blah blah. Sending these things to these dudes, and I'm just like, I want honest feedback. Try this out for a week, and it'll improve your psychology. And I've been getting some feedback, and obviously no replies sometimes, and the basic stuff. Some of them would say, like, have good responses saying, oh, I would try this out and I'd love to follow up with it. This is a great idea. And some comments are, not there. And now I'm just at the point where I'm waiting to follow with them up, like 3 to 4 days I would do, and just kind of follow through with them. Yeah, that's going on right now. Just trying to get my course out there, giving it out for free, just having people test it out, see if they like it or not, and see if I need to make any improvements, basically. But yeah, for trading, we have one trade going. We're in drawdown right now. First trade of the month, it is August 2026. And I'm still living with my parents. And I'm very grateful. I'm able to, my whole setup's right here, right there. And I have this awesome view. Let me turn you guys around. These cribs right on the water. We're going to keep pushing it, guys. And, we're going to keep chasing that profitability every single month. We're getting better. And I'm always continue to provide for you guys, continue to post content out there, just teaching you guys. Like, all the content I post on TikTok especially is just the stuff I learned from just isolating myself and continue to be consistent with God and what God's showing me. And I'm able to interpret learning lessons and not interpreting failures as a bad thing, which is the most important thing you guys should be doing. Because if you guys interpret failures as a bad thing, you're most likely going to quit in the long run. If you're able to interpret failures differently, you're going to be way more successful than the other guy that's hating failures, that's hating the setbacks, that's getting discouraged of the outcome, not attaching their identity to the outcome. It's a huge thing in trading. Other businesses, e-commerce, freelance brand scaling, sales, like all that. You cannot attach your identity to the outcome. And if you don't do that, you're well on your way to being successful. You're going to get way farther. I notice too, when I'm on social media a lot, or when I get hooked on the doom scrolling for a little bit, I start to compare myself a lot. And, some days I go without social media, without scrolling. I'm just a lot more free. I'm a lot more pure. I'm just a lot more dedicated, and just have so much belief in myself that once I go on social media, I start scrolling, I see these traders having a 100% win rate and making $60,000 this week or this month or this. And then there's so much people in the niche that are trying to get there. Like all these YouTubers are making the same videos that I'm making right now, and, posting on TikTok and seeing all these TikTokers, and it just looks like they're outperforming me. They have better personalities. They have better, just constantly having FOMO and comparing myself. The most important thing you should be doing is just staying consistent and just sticking with yourself, because when you have God, you're the most powerful. You can literally accomplish anything with God because He is the most powerful in the universe. My best advice to that, if you're struggling, because I used to struggle with that before I cut out social media. I cut out social media for like 6 months, and then I got back on it, just started posting again. Not again, but I just started posting, downloaded social media like 3 months ago, and now I've just been consistently giving out information and just talking about mindset, the laws of the universe, and God. Most importantly, because He has changed my life. Without God, I'm nothing. As you're experiencing that, like constantly comparing yourself, I would just try your best to just cut out the social media as much as you can, because that'll help you isolate yourself, and you'll just be in your own thoughts, and you'll just be focused on what I have to do today, and just constantly getting 1% better every day. That's all that matters.
and sometimes you'll get 100% better. On the days you don't feel like it, you're most likely going to get 100% better. I learned that from the gym. Like when you're going to complete failure and you're still going when your muscles fully fatigued, you're going to grow the most compared if you're just half-assing a set. And then during those times, the most important thing you should be thinking of is God is always sending trials into your life. That's exactly how you learn. It's the same thing as failure. God is always testing you. He's helping you become that person. So the best thing you can do is always interpret those failures as a good thing, because out of every failure, emotionally, physically, you start to notice, your emotions. You get pissed off certainly about this scenario or this scenario. Every time there's a negative, there's always a positive. You're able to learn something about yourself. These things are always going to happen like over and over and over and over again. You'll just be in this repeated cycle over after failure, after failure, after failure. And these things will happen a million times. You're just going to have to accept that. And out of every one of those failures, there's an opportunity for growth. View these failures as just a different perspective instead of a bad thing. If you're just solely focusing on the negative when those things come, if you just open up your perspective and saying, hey, I can learn this from this scenario, and widen your perspective of just only instead of only focusing on the negative things, it's gonna hold you back. You're gonna continue in this. You're gonna continue to stay negative, and you have to open up. You have to open up your perspective and saying, okay, maybe this situation can lead me into this. This situation can lead me into this. And doing this consistently, not perceiving failure as a bad thing, is gonna lead you to being successful, guaranteed. If you're able to do this consistently over time and time and time again, and keep learning through those failures. And that is exactly how you grow. Because school teaches you failures are a bad thing. Hey, I raised my hand in class and I get the wrong answer. Kids laugh at you, you feel embarrassed. So you don't do it again. You don't embrace that failure again because you perceive it as a bad thing, especially when we're little kids. Our brains are sponges. It absorbs everything. Especially when that happens when we're little, when we're going to school, like kindergarten. We answer a question, we get it wrong, we get laughed at or whatever. Then we don't indulge on wanting to get ourselves out there and testing the waters. And we just don't. We just stay in a little bubble. We like to feel safe and comfortable, and that will kill you. Being comfortable and being scared to embrace your fears. Once you have a fear towards something, it's like an indication to go. Once you feel your fear, you just go. That's your indication just to go at it. Your fears, you're gonna start leveling up insanely amounts because successful people all have that in common. They love facing their fears. They love recognizing their fears and indulging on it immediately, because they learned that is their indication to go, because that's how you get serious growth and completely be unrecognizable every 6 months if you continue to do that. And then boom, after all these like 1,000 failures happening, and then boom, overnight you change and you're like, hey, this all made sense. This is exactly what I needed to go through in order to be this type of person. And boom, you're at it. It's just like overnight success. It just all happens at once. It's going to take a lot longer than you think. You're going to have a lot of patience with it, and you're just going to have to continue to be consistent, and it'll all play out in your favor. It's just how it goes. It makes total sense because I constantly go through failures and setbacks, and I perceive them as differently. I don't perceive them as a bad thing. I perceive them as good things, learning lessons. And if you're able to do that, like I just said, you're well on your way to being successful. So thank God for these trials. Thank God for these errors, because that is exactly how you grow, and that is exactly how you scale your business or continue to be a profitable trader. Consistently taking notes, journaling your trades, your emotions, most importantly, and journaling your strategy. What went wrong here? What's an A grade setup? What is a B grade setup? Most importantly, on the days you don't feel like, being delusional or having these awesome beliefs, like thinking you can accomplish these things, which exactly you should be doing. That is awesome that you're doing that, because knowing deep down inside you can accomplish this, you can do these things. And on the days, it feels like the delusional kind of feels stupid, those are the days you need to just keep pushing it and just keep going, 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 going. Those are the best days. Just continue to stay delusional, no matter the outsider's thoughts. It's always just you have yourself at the end of the day. That's all you have. In reality, nobody wants to see you get rich. Nobody wants to see you succeed. And there's always going to be jealousy and comparison. It's just how it is, especially if somebody tried exactly what you're doing, they gave up, and now there's like negative comments or negative thoughts of what you want to do. It's because they failed and they want to bring that hatred onto you, because they have somewhat of comparison and jealousy. Continue to be delusional, continue to be consistent with that, and all that delusion, all that time is going to pay off. And it's all going to be in your hands one day. You have to keep believing that every single day, that you're just like that type of person. You have to think of yourself very highly, believing and knowing you deserve it all. We all have those some days where our delusion's kind of like, hey, what am I doing? But on those days, you just keep pushing it, you just keep rocking it, and it'll all play out in your favor. It's just how it goes. I love how I started this YouTube channel like 10 months ago because I'm documenting my journey, being a profitable trader and running a 10-figure business. I'll do a road to a million, road to 100 million, and I'll do a road to a billion. I want to do that. I'm going to do that. I've already done it. I'm so glad I started this YouTube channel because you guys are able to see the raw journey from me being at a job to a beach attendant to being a profitable day trader and to helping thousands of people and running a 10-figure business. You guys are going to see me all accomplish these things. I'm very grateful be able to pick up the camera and video all this, my thoughts through the journey, where I'm able to help you guys along the way and experiencing the things I go up against, which I've been explaining in this video, keeping delusional and stuff like that. And every failure is a learning lesson. And if you're able to perceive it differently, you're well on your way to being successful. You're taking consistent action, and on to the next clip we go.
What is the end of the YouTube video? We're test right now. I'll show you guys. This is not our live trade. This was like right here. Our first setup got stomped out, and then our second setup is in take profit. I'm just waiting to hit my TP so I can collect it as data. And then we have, this is a live trade on Euro USD I took on Tuesday, I think. We're in take profit right now. It's an A grade setup because last reaction was A grade. Or I mean, last reaction was a bullish reaction, so this reaction is going to be bullish. So gonna see how it plays out. Probably hit take profit next week or the week after. Like my max take profit, or like my max trade is like 3 weeks, 5 days or something, right before 4 weeks. So I guess I'm willing to hold right below 4 weeks. But as I realized, I'm like, I'm just gonna cut off my trades at 3 weeks. But like, why? All I'm doing is just waiting and doing completely nothing. Why not just wait longer? So I'm gonna do that. Probably wait like less than 4 weeks, and then I'll cut the trade. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. But this is the end of the this is the end of the YouTube video. I need to get this video out. It is Friday at 1 o'clock, so I just got done finished trading, just back testing and understanding my strategy more, and understanding my A grade setup and my B grade setup, and just overall collecting data. But today was a good week. We only had one trade, which is awesome. That's like my target. I should be hitting like 1 to 2 trades a week, only A grade setups, maybe a high quality B grade setup. But just eliminating just the low quality B grade setups is what I'm still learning it. I'm still learning my strategy by back testing it every single day, like 2 hours a day, 2.5 hours. But I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. I'm gonna get this out for you guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.